Welcome to Let's Talk Fashion, powered by Bangalore Fashion Week. I'm here with designer Abdul Halder, who's just showcased his collection Beauty with a Purpose at the 22nd edition of Bangalore Fashion Week. How are you feeling this evening?
I'm feeling good. Thank you so much.
That was a stunning collection, I must say. All the pieces were extremely exquisite.
Thank you so much.
So what was your inspiration behind the collection and the name behind it as well?
It was Beauty with a Purpose, and it was dedicated to the women on the Women's Day. And we used a lot of color palettes, happy colors, a bouquet of colors. Even we put black in there. There was navy. There's a lot of colors in there. And there was a lot of couture kind of garments with a modern touch. It was Indian, but in a fusion package.
Yes.
That kind of work.
Very nice. So tell me a little bit about your journey as a designer.
It's been more than a decade designing, and in 2006 I debuted one of the fashion weeks in Bombay, and that's how I started here. And then I've worked abroad a lot, in the West, in the Middle East, and in India. So it has been a good experience for me, working around the globe.
So what were some of your favorite looks that you created?
Always the women is always the best thing to dress up, So we do men also, women also, and we even did a lot of range for Michael Jackson when he was alive. Some 7 Maharajas look of India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was interesting for us, quite interesting. Yeah.
Very nice. So as a designer, along your journey so far, what was the biggest risk you've taken, whether in terms of design in itself or a concept that you had? What was the biggest risk that you took?
See, in terms of risk, if you say about my career, then I took is we were invited to United Nations headquarters in New York.
Okay.
And we were teaching scavenger women, to how to make clothes and garments.
Oh, wow.
And we took 60 of them and did a show at United Nations. That was a big risk, but we took it, and we did
And
adventure.
how was it received?
It was well received.
Wow,
We had a very
that's
quality.
congratulations on that. I'm sure that must have been a great achievement for you. So any thoughts on your next collection? Have you already got your concept in mind for that?
An artist, when he makes a collection, he takes a break and then he thinks, he goes for another vacation and then he creates something.
I'm sure it's much needed, much needed. So what are your thoughts on freedom of expression through fashion now, because people are becoming more accepting of sexualities and, representation through fashion as well? What are your thoughts on that?
See, being liberal is nice, and why not? Everybody has their own personal life. It's my life. I will decide for me what I have to do, and someone else should not decide or dictate my life. So I think, why not? So I'm up for this, and I have support completely. This is awesome.
And what about your thoughts on sustainable fashion?
Sustainable fashion is nice, but it is practical to a certain extent.
Okay.
In terms of what fabrics are we using, if you are avoiding animal cruelty, the furs and all this stuff. If you can, the fake fur, like that, those kind of stuff. So yes, sustainable fashion is there, but it is limited because fashion itself is a change. Fashion means change. Everybody wants, and now there's social media. What you will post today, you don't want to post again. So that's also a thing, good for us, but it's also there. So change, and it's so fast. Competitive, so we need to grow up to that also.
All right. And any words of advice for budding designers or people who are just a little hesitant to put themselves out there in the industry?
Well, I feel that they should believe in themselves and do what they can do best, rather than just, and there's no doing for the heck of doing it. If you want to do it, just do it with your heart, put yourself, and just create the hard work. Let people see how much effort it has taken to be, that thing which is on the ramp, because it's a platform, they get it, and they should use it to the maximum.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for joining me this evening. This is Diksha signing off. I'll see you the next time, and let's talk fashion.